Oh.
This is like the real deal, I mean. Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome Oregon ride. Last week we saw the epic descent off of Alpine Trail. Today we're going just a short distance for shuttle number 2 of the day to hit another great trail called Lawler. Since it's a rather short trail, it's like 6 miles or something like that, I thought I wanted to do an experiment. So as you can see, I have my Hero 7 on my chin bar, and I'm going to record with both cameras just to see if it's any good. This trail is mostly downhill, but there's a small climb to start before we start going down, and apparently there's a hike-a-bike right in the middle. Lawler is in many ways the best things about Alpine compressed into a shorter, more technical trail. After you clear the first half mile of climbing, you'll be greeted with the first small descent. And after another short punchy climb, you'll have almost 3 miles of continuous descending with over 1,300 feet of vert. This trail wastes absolutely no time in getting serious. It's hard to put into words just how nice the dirt was on this day. Despite being 10 minutes away by car, it had a completely different feel from Alpine. The dirt was super tacky. You could put the bike on its side and leave it there, and it would just grip all the way through the turn.
It's nice. Like making a purposeful effort to stay off the brakes. No, I'm good. Just give me a second. Huge pedal strike.
And just as unexpected as this was during the video, it was for me during the ride. The pedal strike seemingly came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that really hurt. That was fun.
I was thankfully unhurt beyond some scrapes and bruises, but that's without a doubt the fastest crash I've had in the last few years. So, how did it happen? Well, if you listen to this next section, you can hear me clicking through most of my gears. I didn't manage to pedal enough to get it to jump into the gear I wanted. So at this point, I didn't notice the rock on the trail and decided to pedal once more to get it in the right gear. And then, bam! A massive pedal strike with all my weight pushing the pedal down. It really seemed like hitting a wall. I went from in control to flying instantly. It also seems as if I landed right into the GoPro on my chin bar. There's no way to know for sure, but I think the chin bar saved my teeth on this one.
Let's see. The bike looks okay. Looks okay. Let's go. I am suddenly very aware of my pedals. I wonder why. Relax and get Sandy again.
The worst part about crashes like this is that they mess with my confidence. It's not like I was doing anything stupid or being careless. It was a simple mistake in the section of trail where I didn't see a rock because of a change of lighting. And somehow, that makes it worse. If I'm doing something stupid, I know what to change. But when I feel I was within my limits and I still crashed, it messes with my head. In my experience, the best way to deal with this is to completely ignore it and try to ride as if nothing had happened, which is what I tried to do for the rest of this ride.
So this is definitely a far more technical trail than Alpine, and has more character. I don't think you get to grab as much speed, at least being a non-God level rider, but it's entertaining in a different way. It's actually very much worth doing both of them in a day. Hell yeah! Chunky. crash got to my head a little bit, truth be told. Kinda lost a little bit of my edge there because I was keeping up with Phil just fine. Now I'm having a hard time. I think I just need to relax again. That is some steep and loose.
This upcoming climb marks a midpoint for the trail. It's not particularly long, but it is super steep. It includes one short little section that I bet 99% of people walk. But when you get to the top, the views are amazing.
Pictures? I think pictures. Oh my god. Holy
Serious, go up, right? Oh,
this is like the real deal. I mean, I'm not gonna get any closer than this. The exposure doesn't bother me. This, I get like that feeling here. You know, like, oh.
After a little bit of magic with a stick, I was able to get some great pictures of my bike. Truth be told, I was always looking that it didn't tip over. I really wasn't looking forward to walking down the rest of the way. After the viewpoint and a short traverse on the ridge, the trail reaps even more rewards, with another continuous 1,500 feet of descending over 2.5 miles, aka steep. There's quite a few fast sections coming up, but what really defines this part is not that it's fast, it's that you get a bunch of super tight technical switchbacks right after the long high-speed straights.
Sorry. I almost hit you there.
Even though I was going extremely slowly on this, I think most of the switchbacks were doable. But this one coming up, I have no idea how you can fit your bars on the side of that tree.
I didn't fit. Did you clip it?
He did. After doing a few of them, they started to make more sense. Knowing what I was expecting, I was starting to flow better through them.
Super techie section. Nice. Switchbacks are quite technical. Super high and got it. Try to stick high. There we go. It's not too bad. This is so much fun. This trail is amazing. That's cool. That is so cool.
Just in case you're not getting it from the camera, that tree was probably almost 6 feet across before it fell. We don't get any of those in Florida. This section towards the bottom of the trail got extremely narrow. It was probably the only one where I was actually uncomfortable with the width of the trail.
Didn't do much, but it helped. I guess it's down.
And I was so proud of hopping over that log. Too bad it was going the wrong way. At this point, it becomes pretty obvious you're losing elevation fast. It's super steep, it's full of switchbacks, and you're deep into the forest as the vegetation changes into a more lush shrubbery. That can only be the indicator of one unfortunate reality. We're getting to the end of the trail. I absolutely loved Lawler. I cannot overstate that. Especially because I did eventually manage to get out of my own head and flow better through everything. This trail will throw so many things at you without being an insanely challenging trail that it's a perfect playground for most skill levels from intermediate up. There's different things to enjoy about it, and there's no mandatory features anywhere. This is a superbly well-built trail. If you're coming to Oakridge, this is a must-do.
That was a great trail. Well guys, there we go. That was Lawler. We unfortunately are not going to meet our objective of 3 shuttles today. I think with the time it took me to recoup from the crash and some stopping for pictures and all kind of nonsense that we were doing on the trail, we're just not going to make it there in time. We have about 15 minutes to get to a place that's 20 minutes away, so not happening. So only 2 shuttles today. We did Alpine in the morning, which if you haven't seen, place a little link in the video as usual, and Lawler today. I also like to know what you think of the 2 camera setup. Was it better, worse, or exactly the same, not worth it? Well guys, I will see you for the next one. Happy riding.